Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the free-to-play account, and finally the new event is here, guys. This is the Frosty Isles. So this is the Christmas event, the holiday event, always a very heavy loot event, which I love. Massive events. So looking at the Frosty Isles, we have seen this before. Now, what a lot of people don't realize, and I want to start with off the bat, is when you do choose your treasure. So when you pick these out of here, you can get them in multiple floors. A lot of players say find one, move on. Big reason for that is the floor 10 rewards, which are much larger when you look at getting the overall rewards. So I'm going to break these down when this comes up on the global server. So poke coins and the engraving mats, we do get these out of the shop. We can get them every single day with gold. Same with the amplifying and the primordial emblems. We can get those every single day. So I look at either one, if you're looking to power level your account, which we have talked about before, really power leveling your account really takes in consideration one of these two, or actually both of these. Personally, I need a lot more essence, so I'm going to go ahead and pop the essence in there, which I love. Red chests, because the rarity of red chests are very high. In addition, there are a lot of heroes that do not work very well or do not work at all without that plus 30 signature item. So definitely picking up the red chest. And then I like the Twisted Essence. Now, Twisted Essence with the tree juice do level up the tree, which means that every single class specific hero that is in there is going to get stronger, which once you start getting into higher Elder Tree levels, let's say, you know, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, it is a massive amount of stats that you're getting in there to build those out, guys. So we're going to go ahead and save these. I have no keys as of right now, but we know it shuffles up the board. You can go ahead and pick your treasures out of here, which is absolutely awesome. Glacial Keys, we've seen the Glacial Keys in the past. You can select 3 treasures per floor, which we just did. Players may acquire treasures or rock orchids. Now, a little bit different. Rock orchids have a chance to trigger a critical strike, which is what we've seen from the last key event. There was actually critical strikes that you could, which would double the number of rock orchids, which can grant players double the number of rock orchids they receive and even more. This is going to be really important when we look at the actual loot from this event. So not only are you getting loot for the keys and loot for the redemption, you also get loot on floor 10, which we're going to look at in a minute. And you also get loot from the event. That is the reason I love the Frosty Isles. It is awesome. Never let your rock orchids expire. Once you discover a treasure, you can go to the next floor or stay on the current floor. So when you go ahead and you pick out your loot out of here, floor 10. Now we want to talk about this for a minute because it does have a little bit of a dynamic. When you get to floor 10, you can see this floor gives me 2 chests. Floor 10 gives me 8 chests. Big thing out of here, guys, is 1, you're getting these elemental cores. 2, you're getting Stargazer cards. Now, Stargazer cards, of course, with the amount of Celestials and Hypogeans we have, is very important. On floor 10, get all 3 rewards, guys. Don't go ahead and skip to 11, trying to race your way to 20, race your way to 30. When you get to floor 10, get all 3 rewards. Again, a lot of players that we had before did not know that you could get floor 10 rewards more than once. So they got the first rewards. Let's say, for instance, you got the Stargazer cards. Once you pulled the Stargazer cards, you went through the portal, missing out on your elemental cores, missing out on your red chest because you moved right to the next floor too quickly instead of going through and actually getting all of the rewards out of there. Floor 20, floor 30, floor 40, it is always the same. So again, make sure you're getting all of the loot out of there. Now the rewards overall, pretty decent. I do like the rewards. Remember, when you're going through here and you're picking, you are going to get some different rewards out of here. But anytime that you do the picks out of here, again, it's an event that you get a ton out of. Now the acquisition of keys, event deals, which of course is the pay to win option, daily quest chests. So just doing your dailies will give you all of these keys, guys, which is awesome. That's exactly what I want to see. All of my accounts as of right now are completely free to play. We're not spending anything else in AFK Arena. So I want to see exactly how many floors I can get through. All I have to do is my dailies, which I do the dailies anyways, accumulate my keys, pick up some free loot, which I absolutely love. Now that brings us to the exchange store, guys. So as you can see here in the top, there is a picture of Alna. I'm hoping she's in here. I haven't looked at this yet because we've actually done this event a couple times in the past. But looking in here, red chests are always a high priority for the exact same reason why you're looking for them in the Frosty Isles is because there are a lot of heroes that do not work without that plus 30 signature item. When you look at Lucretia, when you look at Alna, when you look at Ainz, when you look at, a lot of the bigger heroes in the meta comps, plus 30 signature items, absolutely where you want them to be built. So moving on down the list, tier 3 stones I always pass on just for the simple fact, tier 2 to tier 3 doesn't have that huge of a difference. In addition, with a little bit that it adds to stats, you're getting 2 of those out of the guild store every single month. So I would absolutely prioritize getting those out of the guild store, not out of here. Now, it comes kind of a change, I guess, between here, because a lot of players do look for the elemental cores. Now, one of the things that I always point out with the elemental cores is the cost of them is usually relatively expensive in relationship to how many we are using. But elemental cores for a hero is not, in my opinion, short of the PvP aspect, is not going to be the game changer. When we look at a lot of the formations on AFK Helper, when we look at a bunch of different meta formations, most of them do not have the engraving or the engraving mats or the engraving completed on the heroes because there was a point where it wasn't a priority or actually wasn't even a thing. But a lot of the players still progress due to levels. You can over level, you can get through there. So the engraving mats, they only help one hero and they are significantly expensive, where if I'm spending 250 to gain one single level for a hero such as Ainz, that is all I'm gaining. It is one single level, very, very minute stats. Now in return, I really focus in, since they've added these actually probably a couple months ago at this point, Dura's fragments are a priority, guys. And the big reason between that is 2 artifacts which are still used in a significant amount of formations, still used in a lot of the meta comps. One is Dura's Call, second one is Dura's Eye. And these always do come relatively cheap. It's 40 of these rock orchids to go ahead and get this. So they're always relatively cheap in here, which I like to see, and definitely picking those up. If you don't have the artifacts at 5 stars, the Eye and the Call, if they are not at 5 stars, guys, build them up to 5 stars. You absolutely want them built. The heroes themselves, look at the lineup. Now, this is probably the best lineup that we have ever seen, guys. We have the twins. We have Mortis, which are super high priorities. We have Lucretia. We have Alna. Super high priorities. That's right, guys. All 4 heroes are a super high priority. So thinking back to our stargazing tier list. So the tier list is the methodology behind building the heroes and the reason behind it. In this pick, depending where you are in AFK Arena, number 1, I would pick up the twins, and I would pick up the twins. At least you have 1 copy or even 2 copies to get them to Elite Plus. If you already have a copy of them, I would probably go with Mortis. So Mortis would be choice number 2. Again, both of those heroes, simply unlocking the hero will make a significant difference through a majority of AFK Arena. So again, my priority for this would be number 1, get the twins unlocked. Number 2, get Mortis unlocked. Number 3, all Lucretia. If you already have the twins unlocked, if you already have Mortis unlocked, absolutely, I would just go Lucretia in here because she is an absolute superpower. And the big reason behind that, guys, is she does not require a formation to really burn through a lot of the enemies. She requires her allied heroes to die, strengthening her power with her signature item, which is absolutely phenomenal. You have any hero like Ainz that does have to ult. He does have to be kind of reliant on a formation. Lucretia, on the other hand, can do it all by herself, guys. As long as the rest of the team dies, she can take care of the rest, which is usually the case. We see her through meta comps through the entire game. Now, looking down here, guys, never buy any of these heroes. We have desired heroes, we have wish lists, we have faction summons. Always saving those heroes for there. So again, guys, that is the priority for the Frosty Isles event or the Frosty Festivities, which is very cool. We've seen a lot of free loot lately, which is awesome to see. So let's look at the event deals because I know a lot of players always ask me about this when we do these videos, guys. The visiting merchant, it is a little bit off in the price. Usually it is $25 or $29.99. 78 keys there. We have 128 and 258 for that $99 pack. Again, a lot of players do like to look at the event deals, and they always ask me if I do forget to look at it and see what the pricing of it is. So there is the event deals if you are looking to drop some money in AFK Arena. Events like this are really good to do it in versus some of the other bundles, because you can get a significant amount of loot out of here. So guys, that is the event for the holiday season. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.